all done. That didn't take so long.
Expected the world, but it flew away from her reach. So she ran away in her sleep and dreamed of paradise, paradise, paradise. Every time she closed her eyes. Expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, and the bullets catching her teeth. Life goes on, it gets so heavy, the wheel breaks the butterfly. Every tear a waterfall. In the night, the stormy night, she closed her eyes. In the night, the stormy night, away she flies. A dream of so lying underneath those stormy skies. She said, oh, I know the sun was set to rise. This could be paradise, paradise, could be paradise. Oh, this could be
nicely cut and ready to go. So I'm going to call this is going to be the bottom of the piece. I'm putting marks all over it so that I can remember. I've marked this as the inside, so I know that this is where the braces will go into these two pieces. And this will be the front legs, and then I'll do the back legs. But so I'm going to go up 15 inches from the bottom. So then we'll have this going basically in here, and then also in this piece. So we want everything to be square and level. So we'll mark the lines across both pieces at the same time. I need to make sure, because I plane these down and they're not. This is 3 1/4. 3 1/4. A little bit more than 3 1/4. So I'm gonna make my tenon, or I'm sorry, my mortise a little bit less than 3 1/4. Let me write that down. 3 1/4. Don't forget. And then we're doing it up 15 inches from the bottom. Yeah. I had an issue with my measuring on one of my legs. I cut one of the legs 36 1/2, and the other 3 legs I cut at 36 1/4. So I got through 2/3 of cutting all the shoulders for the mortise and tenon and realized that 2 of them weren't the same. So then I had to go back and recut them. I did this last night when you guys were, when I turned the camera off because I got a little frustrated. But now all my shoulders match. One of the ends is 1/4 inch longer on 3 of the pieces, but it doesn't matter. That means I'll just, when it comes through, it'll just stick out a little extra and I'll just cut that off so it matches exactly, but I'm not gonna do that now. Anyway, so let's try to lay this out. So I got these pieces exactly, well, I would say pretty darn close to being exactly the same length. So I'm going to take a square, wherever I put it, oh here it is. So I'm going to draw a line across here, 15. And I'm not going to use these pencil lines for my final mortise, I'm just kind of laying it out. I'll come back and, so it is 4 3/8. So what's half of 4 3/8? That would be 2 3/16. Right there. And then I'm gonna, since we got the line, I know where I can match it back up. So then I'm gonna mark this one the same. So my center on this one is here. So I might have to move, because my tenons are, which one is this, 3/4? And my mortise, I'm going to make it that depth. This will be the bottom, so I probably could do it, because it gets wider at the bottom here. There is a little indentation here. That could be interesting. I might go through the indentation. This is what happens when you try to do a live edge. I could move it in a little bit and not make the tenon exactly in the middle, but that'll bother me. Put this down, mark it from this. I'm going to move it just a little bit inside of where I want it, so my tenon's a little bit smaller. It's always better to have your tenon be smaller, and then you can enlarge it to make it fit. But if you make it too big to begin with, then you're in trouble. Put a little nick on the corner here. Another nick. A blade in there. Another nick here. And then taking a square and bring that nick around. So we had it right there. Another nick there. Flip this guy over, and we can go from our nicks, we took all the way around, mark. Oops, a little too far there. And the next one. And we have our other side. And I'm going to use my new brace and bit. In the mail a couple of days ago, my parents gave it to me as a birthday present. I'm not sure where they got it from, but it was like overseas. And it took like 3 months or 2 months for it to show up. But anyway, so I've got some bits here. Not the right kind really. I want to get the real kind, but I should be able to use those to bore out most of this instead of doing the whole thing with a chisel, and then I can come back with the chisel and finish it up. So